How are you? Welcome to the energy of the 7 vibration for 2016 in the month of July. My name is Karen M. Winkleman, and I'm known as the Life Crafting Guide. You can find out more about me over on my website, www.thelifecraftingguide.com. So, it is July 2016. All of 2016, we've been working in the 9 vibration. And the 9 vibration has been really kicking ass and taking their prisoners and dragging a lot of people over the coals. It's been a tough year if you're in resistance and you're hanging on for dear life. The 9 is teaching you to let go. The 9 is teaching surrender. And surrender doesn't mean I give up. Surrender is surrendering to the divine, surrendering to the process, surrendering to what is, and stop fighting and resisting what is. The 9 is about endings and completions. It's about cycles completing. So throughout your life, you will have had opportunities to let go of relationships, patterns, behaviors, thoughts, things that you're doing, careers, jobs, ways that you're entertaining yourself, things you like, things you don't like. You have opportunities to let them complete in a natural way. But being human, we have a tendency to want them to continue, even the ones that are quite uncomfortable and toxic at times, and because it is reaffirming something about ourselves that we believe to be true. That is a lie. So the 9 vibration is really helping bust you open, where you can see those things that really is time for you to let go of, time for it to complete, time to be finished. So you may have been examining all aspects of your life this year so far. The month of June, we were in the 6th vibration of love. So that probably brought up a lot of areas where you're out of alignment with the energy of love. Even though you think you may be very loving and giving, you may be giving in order to receive, giving to get. You may be over-giving, you may have no boundaries, you may be resentful and falling into martyrdom. The 6 would have be bringing all of that up to the forefront for you to take a look at. We leave the energy of the 6th vibration behind as we move into July. And the July is a 7. And in numerology, the 7 is one of the more metaphysical numbers. It's really the spiritual seeker who wants to achieve mastery. Now the paradox with the 7 vibration is that the 7 vibration also rules the logic mind, the intelligent mind, the intellect, the wanting to know. And so we have this paradox between the 7 being part of the whole spiritual realm, wanting to connect higher and deeper with spirit, wanting to go deeper in metaphysical and spiritual studies, to want to really understand what makes things tick, how the universe works, and how you work as an individual that's part of a collective, since we really are on an energy level all one. So how do you work as an individual in a collective and still be part of both without diminishing one or taking away from the other, and still feeling your own self of self-sovereignty? How do you do that? And so the 7 wants to know how it's done, why, wants to know all the reasons. And what happens sometimes is that the 7 is kind of mirroring your inner sage. And that inner sage has tremendous depths of wisdom and ability to understand things that you would not be able to understand just from what you were taught in school, or learned from your community or your family. The 7 vibration and the inner sage, these are connecting higher with spirit and allowing you to bring in that intuitive guidance from higher aspects of yourself. Again, the paradox shows up when the inner sage is feeling not enough. And so the way it acts out is on the shadow side. And the shadow side, interestingly enough, wants to accumulate information. Wants to learn more, know more. Because you want to know before you make the next step how it's going to work out. That's not how it works. So the paradox with the 7 vibration is to allow the mind and the intellect to work with the intuitive side, the spiritual side, and to integrate the two of them, because together they can make magic. So how is that showing up for you? You may be defaulting to logic mode this month, more often than not. And just be aware when that happens. No judgments, no beating yourself up, because you are falling into the logic trap. When you're there, just be aware that you're there and go, that's interesting. So what else can I choose? What might my spirit know that I don't, as in my human mind, know? What might my guides, what might my angels, what might the universe actually be able to bestow upon me, and insights that they can give me that I don't know in my current data banks that are in my mind. So this month, if you're in your head too much, and if you are overanalyzing everything, and if you are in the shadow of the 7, and I invite you then to take the journey within and be willing to look at your shit. What's going on? Is this pattern something that keeps repeating over and over again? Then how about inviting in higher self, spiritual wisdom, connecting up to bring in the guidance for how you can finally end that pattern that you have had in operation in your life. Wisdom is at the heart of the 7th vibration. So a question you can ask yourself when you're not sure what step to take next is get still. Take a nice deep breath, maybe 3 breaths. Get still and center yourself. And ask, what would my wise mind, meaning a higher aspect of your logic brain, what would your wise mind, what would your wise self, what would your wise inner sage have to say about this? What might this really be about? Even though evidence suggests it's this, look deeper. Look deeper. Look deeper. Things on the surface are not always what they appear to be. They are echoes and ripples from something that's going on deep within you. This month, be the great explorer into the uncharted territories of you, and allow yourself to shift some of the stuff you've been carrying around forever, and allow yourself to connect up and be guided more by spirit. And let go, please let go, and surrender and trust in the divine plan and in yourself. Have a wonderful month. For those of you in the United States, happy 4th of July or Independence Day. And for all of those everywhere, may you have a blessed and glorious month. exploring the miracle of you. I love you. Have an amazing, amazing month.